It's like one of those fancy hotels with the rainfall shower. Hi, welcome back to Zach of All Trades. I'm Zach, and our boat here just might be the poster child for Flex Seal. This video not sponsored by anybody. So the SS Einhorn has been out upon the sea twice now, and each time that we've gone out, we've needed to use every bit of bailing equipment that we've had on board. It's almost like our boat's got a hole in it every 4 inches. It's like one of those fancy hotels with the rainfall shower. Okay, I've seen enough. Remember those cool sealed rivets that I was using? And some of you guys and gals were probably yelling at your screen, put some sealant on it, put some sealant on it. How's that saying go? There's never time to do it right the first time, but somehow there's always time to do it over again. Yeah, well, here I am. I'm going to wind up redoing all these, and I am going to redo them with the sealed rivets. Some would say just go ahead and put bucked rivets in there, but part of my sort of philosophy is to do stuff that's easily accessible and knowledge based, that's commonly accessible to regular Joe. I could buck rivets in there because I've done it on airplanes, but that's not something that most people are going to find easy to do. So I am going to persevere with these pop rivets, but when I redo them, I'm going to put some sealant around them. However, in the meantime, I'm going to let this thing drain overnight. Then I'm going to let it dry out over the night and into the day tomorrow. And then I'm going to hit all the places that are leaking with Flex Seal and just see what sort of result that we can get. That way, that would allow me to still have a usable fishing boat, but then I could do a handful of the rivets at a time as I got time to do so. We'll see if it works out that way. Today's now tomorrow. This boat has been upside down, drying out for overnight plus part of the day here. I had to move it up here underneath the cover that I have because I'm going to be out of town for a couple of days and it's supposed to rain sometime in the interim. I want this to fully cure as well as it can. So what I'm going to do today, this morning, is when I find my brush, I'm going to brush along this seam here. I'm going to brush along this line of rivets so as to get off the loose flecks of paint and whatnot, so that the Flex Seal adheres as well as it possibly can. Also, since this piece here, which I'm going to call the bow cap, it was leaking like crazy, and now, of course, it's covered with dirt, so I'm going to scrape all that out so that my sealant is sealing to the aluminum rather than to the dirt. Okay, I've never used this stuff before, so I'm not quite sure what to expect. I've been shaking it for a while to make sure it's all mixed up. I'm going to go kind of sparingly because I'd like to put at least 2 coats of this stuff on here, and I have no idea what sort of coverage I can expect for this. So here goes. Well, it runs really nicely if you put it on too heavy. Yeah. Now down the rivet row. Now the bow cap. I'm sure there's probably a better name for that, but that's okay. Probably not going to be a test. I have worked for a guy off and on who taught me how to spray paint, or how to apply paint with a spray can more appropriately, who would be squawking for sure. He saw me dabbing it on here like this, but trying to be conservative. All right, the first coat's on. I'll be back in about 3 days. Hold tight. I finally made it home from my work trip. Had time to take a little glad to be home nap, and I still have a little bit of daylight. So I'm going to go ahead and hose down this boat again with another round of Flex Seal so that I'll have 2 solid coats on it before I try to put it back in the water in 24 hours or so. I didn't spray down the inside of the bow cap earlier for a couple of reasons. One, I figured if anything was still going to be holding a little bit of water, it would be that. And what was the other reason? I think there were 2 reasons, but I can only think of one. So, yeah. And maybe I didn't think about doing that. I made it a lot easier. It seems to have gotten a little cool while I was gone. So I hope that that's not too detrimental to my process here. It's about 50 degrees right now. And I read the can. The can says works best if the can temperature is 60 degrees, but I think it'll probably be okay. All right, now to the outside. You know what? I think I'm going to lay it back down. I think the more horizontal it is, the better. It's less likely to run off where I don't want it. I think I have enough. So we'll go ahead and give this a solid 24 hours or so to cure before we put it in the drink, and we'll see what happens.
1 week later.
Here goes nothing. The plug has been confirmed. Let's see if she floats. Okay, we're in the water as of 5:05. There's a little bit of residual that I actually noticed while it was still in the truck. And then, let's see down here. There's a little bit there, but it did go nose in when I kicked it out of the truck, so that may have splashed in. It might all be leaking for all I know. We'll give it some time and see what happens. All right, here is the 1 hour report. There's some in there. As compared to last time, that's nothing. And here is the aft end of the boat. Same moisture there that we had pretty much when we started. So I'd say that that sealed up pretty well. The other thing is though that grown-ups have been sitting at the front of the boat, so most of the water has flowed to the front. We have not bailed out anything yet. Oh, and by the way, we live in a fairly beautiful spot. All right, it's been 2 hours. We have about that much water in the bottom. I don't know, what's that, an inch at the bow. It's still pretty much none at the stern. It'll be interesting to see how much sloshes to the bow when I lift it out of the water. So here's the final score. After over 2 hours, 2 hours and 5 or 2 hours and 10 minutes or so in the lake with 600 pounds of humans in the boat, this is how much water accumulated in the bottom of the boat. I mean, it's not none, but it's a whole heck of a lot better than what we did before. And nobody did any bailing at all on this trip. So I'm going to say my final assessment is that the Flex Seal pretty much did what it was supposed to do. I mean, I suppose if I put another can or so on there, it would probably seal it a little bit better. But all I wanted it to do was to seal it up enough that it wasn't, that the leaks weren't keeping the boat out of commission, so that we could fish in it in the interim. So now I'll order some more of those super duper closed end, rivets, and I don't know, I'll fix it as I am able and inclined. But in the meantime, I still got a fishable boat. I sure appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.